Good day everyone. Good day, Sir Adal. We are here to present our term paper titled Benefits of Physical Activities to the Mental Health of College Students. But first, allow me to introduce my co-researchers or group mates, Ms. Kanapi Cariasa, Go, Henderin Manalo, and me, Mr. Soriano. For our introduction, wait a minute. For our introduction, college life is a stage wherein most of the students experiences confusion about taking steps and decisions in life. Other individuals might have unhealthy peers that can lead them to bad habits that can destroy their lives. And also, the risk of developing anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses are increasing. And we, together with my co-researchers, gathered information to know that having physical activities can lessen our mental illnesses. That's why we come up to this term paper titled Benefits of Physical Activities to Mental Health of College Students so that we can identify specifically that those physical activities that can cleanse or that can help our mental issues. First, let us identify what is physical activity. According to Wikipedia, we can see here in PowerPoint presentation, it can be described as any voluntary bodily movement produce skeletal muscles that can require energy expenditure. And according to dictionary, an exercise can be defined as bodily or mental exertion, especially for sake of training or improvements on health. It says for the sake of training or of improvement of health, not just for physical health, but also including in mental health. We conducted this research also to proven that physical activities are not just for physical health, not just for tangible part of our body, but for our inner senses that is capable in our emotion. And in additional, it also benefit us because we are college students experiencing dilemmas, circumstances, and other hindrances, especially during this pandemic. And for findings, let me call on Ms. Raisabel Manalo to continue our discussion.
So for the first one, physical activities is not just for the physical body. There have different types of practices and exercises that might help in cleansing your inner atmosphere and feel the positive energy that enables you to think well and execute your job easily without any hesitations. It can also lessen the burden and other possible mental illnesses that we might struggle with, especially for the college students who are finishing their supposed future job in virtual class. Knowing this type of physical activities can help them to boost their inner will to excel not only in class but also in life. So according to Fennell 2019 and Barkley 2020, many studies have shown that by cultivating college students good physical activity methods, they can promote college students to establish a positive life concept, thereby improving college students' mental health problems and their ability to cope with learning pressure and employment pressure, which is conductive to the healthy development of college students' physical and mental health. So, mental health problems are very common among college students. In addition to the stress related to academic loads, these students may have to face the task of taking on more adult-like responsibilities without having yet mastered the skills and cognitive maturity of adulthood. For example, many college students may face potentially stressful experiences for the first time, including working, being in a significant relationship that may lead to marriage, or having the pressure from their family. This group of students may have to cope with meeting work and family demands in addition to academic requirements. That is why students' relationships with exercise can vary significantly. Some exercises to relieve stress and will prioritize fitting it in even when they're busy, while others will let it be one of the first things to drop off when they start to feel overwhelmed. If you're in the first category, which is yun nga, yung kahit busy ka, nag-exercise ko pa rin or gumagawa ng physical activities, be sure that you're using exercise as a healthy coping mechanism and that you're not exercising to the point of hurting yourself or losing too much weight. If you belong to the latter category or yung mga tao na nag-give up agad sa pag-workout or pag-exercise once na tama rin sila, it is recommended to find ways to incorporate exercise into your everyday routine, even if it's just a brisk walk around your neighborhood. It's easy to forget to take care of yourself in college, but no matter how busy you may be, you need to learn to schedule time to do something you like or that relaxes you. Some may enjoy getting massages, seeing movies, or enjoying in a hobby, while others may prefer performing yoga or practicing mindfulness. Students can greatly benefit from focusing on the here and now, particularly when anxious or stressed. Now, I will pass it on the next reporter, Miss Maria Angela Go.
So thank you. For additional, the study suggests that physical activity can be an effective treatment for the health of undergraduate university students. Therefore, there is a correlation between physical activity and mental health, which is physical activity can be a great way to continually improve your mental health. So based on the literature that we've gathered, one of the best physical activities that have a great beneficial effect on the mental health of college students is regularly doing yoga. Yoga is good to keep our minds calm and manage our stress. These positive effects of habitually doing physical activity are good to treat college students who are experiencing mental illness. And according to Tyson, encouraging college students to engage in high-level physical activities will most likely show lower levels of anxiety and depression than those in the moderate and low physical activity groups. This means as physical activity levels increase, the levels of anxiety and depression decrease. Therefore, physical activity has a beneficial effect on the mental health of undergraduate university students. Furthermore, physical activity can be an alternative treatment for depression, which is stated in exercise for depression. During this time, we are suffering in a pandemic where some of us are experiencing mental illnesses, such as anxiety, stress, and depression. Mental illness is serious even before the pandemic, and the fact that this becomes more severe and the number of victims is kept on increasing is disturbing. So we know that the COVID-19 pandemic has a huge impact on every individual. It affects us physically, socially, emotionally, and mentally. So, moreover, mental issues have become more serious these days, and the number of victims is increasing, where some of them are committing suicide. So, this study will help the respondents to understand their sufferings and resolve their mental health issues. They will learn how to protect and be cautious to their mental health. And for the next findings, when I call Miss Cariasa.
So the fourth one is about next. Okay, the fifth. So the fourth one is physical activity is not only good for your body, but it also great for your mind. Active activity releases chemicals in your body that make you feel good, which improves your self-esteem, helps you focus, sleep well, and feel better. Getting enough exercise and being active is important not only for physical health but also for mental health. Some medication could make you feel more tired. However, moderate exercise can help improve your mood and overall health and help you feel good about yourself. So, physical activity is not a great way to keep physical healthy as well as improving your mental health well-being. Research show that doing exercise releases feel-good chemicals called endorphins in the brain. Even a short burst of 10 minutes brisk walking can improve your mental health, alertness, energy, and mood that's stated in the book of How to Look After Your Mental Health Using Exercise. So next po. Next po. So next is exercise is often used by mental health professionals as part of the treatment of certain mental illness. Physical activities are crucial not only for physical health but also for mental health. It can relieve many symptoms of depression such as fatigue, nervousness, and anger. It can also be positive way to release depressing tension and reduce anxiety for people suffering from panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, and other anxiety-related illness. In her study, exercise can also help in the body sensitivity to anxiety. So according to STAR 2019, mental health problems can come with physical. Our bodies and mind are not separated, so your mental health can affect your body. They are interconnected. As the research showed, the body sensitivity to anxiety is helping to reduce it. So the next one is exercise not only has a positive impact on our physical health, but it can also release our self-esteem. Self-esteem is how we feel about ourselves and how we perceive our self-worth. It is a key indicator of our mental health well-being and our ability to to cope with life stressor. So it is stated by Campbell, Boss, and Kroger in 2003 that Gibbs emphasized the increasing of self-esteem that gets from physical activity. Examples are sports, dancing, or recreation without harm for others. On the other hand, having low self-esteem could result to aggression, which physical activity will be used for improper way. So the next reporter is Kanaki.
So, physical activity's ability to improve mental health is one area that has drawn increased attention from researchers. So, researchers have now been conducted to assess the psychological consequences of physical activities performed in a variety of cultures, forms, and situations. Also, additional research on mental health issues common among college students, apart from anxiety and depression, is needed. So next is physical activity is particularly important for enhancing an individual's mental state. Physical exercise is being utilized as a kind of therapy for a wide range of mental illnesses. Physical activity is highly helpful all through the lifespan and benefits the entire human body, including the mind, which is most people discover physical activity enjoyable that can boost confidence and help them regain control. Also, it promotes social connection by putting you in scenarios involving people whom share your interests. Physical activities can assist to generate social support, which can boost an individual's esteem and sense of joy. So as per study, every individual or college student must engage in activities which assist them to increase their psychological well-being. So last finding is physical activity can be used as a standalone treatment or in a combination with medication and or psychological therapy according to the Department of Health 2001 stated in Exercise Referral System, a national quality assurance framework. So physical activity has been shown in studies to be effective as a preventive approach and as a supplementary treatment for mental illness. So several therapies and medicines have the potential to improve physical and mental health, as well as health-related quality of life. So May I call may I call on Mr. Henderin to discuss the conclusion?
Thank you, Ms. Kanapi. So, good afternoon, everyone. A good day, everyone. So, our study have found evidence that physical activity has benefits to our mental illness. As we all know, we have the various kind of mental illness that has a great impact to our lives. There are also pieces of evidence that suggest that physical activity is beneficial in the treatment or of different mental illness such as stress, anxiety disorder, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, and dementia. This kind of therapeutic illness is also experienced by college students. So we tried to figure out if physical activity can lessen the stress and anxiety of college students. Studies have shown that adults who participate in daily physical activity have a reduced risk of depression and dementia by approximately 20% to 30%. Therefore, physical activity helps to improve the body and mental health of a person. It enhances the state of mind of an individual to respond in a certain situation and reduce the unlikely cognitive decline. This statement shows that physical activity can give you positivity in your daily life and make your life more meaningful. So thank you. Let me call on Miss Go.
So from the summary of conclusions given, the following recommendations were formulated. First is students should seek professional advice regarding their mental health issues. So we know that being a student is stressful. So if you feel pressured or anxious because of work's deadline and expectation of people around you, please seek professional help. Don't keep the problem on yourself because this will make you feel worse. Second, students should participate in more physical activities to become more active and healthier. So no matter how stressful being a student, we should not forget to participate in any physical activity because it not only benefits us physically but also mentally, which may help every student to be more active in academics. And the third one, teachers teachers should promote how to be physically active to their students. So teachers as second parents of students have a big role in the success of every student. They can educate students on the possible benefits of physical activity and the danger of not regularly exercising to their mental health so that they can influence and motivate students to be more physically active. And next,
So number four, teachers should guide and encourage their pupils in understanding the value of physical activity on their mental health. So teachers play an important role to everyone. Teachers can offer psychosocial assistance to students. They may establish a secure and supportive environment in which students can express their feelings and thoughts. Also, teachers can introduce some particular organized psychosocial activities into the teaching or learning process, which can greatly benefit college students. So number five, parents should promote and guide their children on the benefits of physical activity for mental health. So parents may also play an important role from encouraging their children to keep active, which will benefit their mental health by planning activities including the numerous physical exercise such as jogging, biking, so on and so forth. Number six, next. So number six, parents should always communicate with their children. So it is important for parents to be able to communicate openly and actively with their children. Open good communication will benefit all members of the family. It can build trust and strengthen your relationships. In general, if parents and children communicate effectively, the relationships will be as well. Next.
So number seven, parents need to be educated about the connection between mental health and physical health for maintaining the healthier lifestyle of the students. So we should not only live in healthy way when we are in school, but also in house. Our life is not only revolving in school, but as humans, we should always maintaining the healthy lifestyle, both house and school, for the good result. So number eight, parents should set standards in disciplining their child or children. So the discipline is always start at house on where you live, because you spend your time mostly at your house, especially this time of quarantine. Parents should regulate of what food or that that their children are taking the time for exercise. So parents should know how to live healthy for their children. So number 9, curriculum developers should develop as far better curriculum that helps students comprehend the importance of physical exercise and mental health. So stakeholders should provide curriculum that gives essential to the physical and mental health for both teachers and students for spreading the correct and credible ideas about it. For institutions that emphasize cognitive competition, there should a healthy lifestyle highlights because as a student, intellectual is not only to enhance but the whole perspective of the body. So the last one is future studies should be conducted. So everything's changed, the people, environment, foods, lifestyle, everything. So researchers should continue conducted for time to time basis for useful studies or data that could bring an emphasis on how we are changing from what we are now.
So these are the following references where we get our study from, our research from, and that would be all. Thank you so much for listening.